Hello, welcome to this video. I'm looking back at a sketchbook I made in Amsterdam at the Urban Sketchers Symposium in 2019. So this is a handmade book. I put card on the cover and paper sheets inside. So it's travelling on the journey. One of the first ones drawing some of the houses. I was staying near Canal and emptying the bins up there. This is Amsterdam station on the other side of the river, and we went across and there was this really nice cafe to look across. The thing that I remember about this trip was it was very hot, so we were always trying to find places that had air conditioning. This is another view from across the river. There's sort of a lot of development going on there, so it's quite nice to sort of see what was happening there. So this is back to the main part of the city. There's sort of canal and these lovely houses on the banks, the bikes. This one opens out, let's have a look. So I've got one of the very decorated lampposts. Really like the colour of this building. Some people just waiting for the ferry, looking across the river. This is at a meal one of the evenings. So there's the people at the table. Then we've got here a view from a really nice cafe that was high up called Blue Amsterdam. So a little bit more. And you can see there's another rooftop view, this from the Nemo Science Museum. Then we've got lots of these little cars. This was the logo from the symposium. I wasn't actually, didn't have an official ticket, but I went along with a group from the UK. We were like a sort of symposium fringe, I suppose you like to call it. And there's the one in the Science Museum, the cafe as well. I'm just going to turn it over to the other side. So let's go back to the other side. So that was the last one. Again, just like this rudder from one of the boats. This was the Rembrandt plane. Obviously the statue here, and then lots of these figures, and then everyone just sort of like walked around in between them. This was it was Pride that weekend, and some of the people in the march had flags from countries where being gay was outlawed, sort of highlighting that. This is the Nemo Museum from looking down it from one of the other places, and then a close-up had this like huge like copper swirl of like a big, I don't know, how would you describe it? Like a cone, but swept round. Very interesting architecture. This was all the people from the symposium having the lanyards around the neck drawing there. Let's move it up again. This was Rembrandt's house, which was really interesting to see, and they have a lot of it as it would have been when he had students and like that. But it was quite sad because even though he's very successful, at one point he ended up in poverty really, and he had to sell the house. And yeah, it's all a bit sad when you think about how much the paintings go for now, and yeah, quite sad. This was one evening, very late again. You can see the Nemo Museum in the back there, and we were having drinks. I think it might have been after the final, the closing ceremony. So this was a place we went to that was quite nearby. I think we got the bus or the train there, and it had lots of these old windmills. The only thing was we got there quite late, so we didn't have a chance to do much drawing, but this was one I did. And another little bit of one here. It's quite interesting to see how much I actually remember, because it was like 6 years ago now. The reason I thought of showing it to you was because I'm going to the symposium in Poland this year, so I just thought I'd have a look and see what I did at the time. So this is one of the bars in the Van Gogh Museum with the people looking at the sunflower paintings. And then the last one. So we've got this building which was very slanted and quite interesting, so I tried to just have a go at doing that one as well. And that's the last one in there. Like I said, it was a great place to visit and really nice, but it was very hot, so that's the thing I remember about it. So thank you for coming on this nostalgic trip with me to Amsterdam. Until next time.